once again. So where my homies at? Where are my people at? I'm back. It is Saturday evening. I'm back once again. This evening is going to be an interesting one. So I want you to gather here. Let's reason together as human beings, reasonable human beings. This evening is going to be a nice one. So I want everyone should gather here. Let's spend the evening together. Bring in your guys, take your share, popcorn, or maybe water. Water is healthy, and let's go. You got it. So bring in guys. Welcome to my live broadcast. Kana and Sugar, you are welcome. How are you doing, my sister? Beautiful lady. So this evening is going to be, I'm going to speak the truth. And this evening, we've got a lot of work to do. We have got a lot of work to do. We need to wake people up from their sleep. Some people are sleeping, so we've got to wake them up from their slumber. Some people are sleeping deeply and they are snoring at the same time. We need to wake them up. So, waiting for my guys on YouTube to join me. Well, Kate, I see you. Good evening to you, Kate. How are you doing, Kate? How are you doing, Kate? So, man, where are you guys watching me from? I'm broadcasting from Vienna. I am the one who is making Vienna popular. So, where are you guys watching from? I'm broadcasting from Vienna. My name is RODDY. I'm your host for tonight's program. So, I'm your host for tonight's program. You know how we do it. So, we speak truth to power. I think that's how they say it in English. This English, so many things are to be said tonight. So I'm broadcasting from Vienna. Samaj, I'm broadcasting from Vienna. You all know that I am not a religious person. You know it. I have no religion. You know it. So this night is going to be hot. You got it? Everybody is going to collect. Yes, everybody is going to collect. This night is going to be an interesting night. Samaj, where are you at? I said, tell me where you're watching me from. Where are you watching from, Samaj? You need to tell me your location. India is very far from Vienna, from Austria. India, there are few Indians here. India is very far. Rasal, I see you. Man, you know what? Where are my homies at? Everybody should join, let's go. You see, I wasted so much time on Facebook. While I labored in vain on Facebook, Indians are everywhere, but they are not so many in Vienna. They are in Vienna, but they are not so many. Like if you go to US, there are a lot of them. In Africa, in Nigeria, there is Indian community. And in South Africa, so in Kenya, there are Indians there. Indians are not so many in, man, stick to this page. Let me drop my lines this evening. And how is life in India? Are you making money? Are you living well in India? This is what matters. If you are comfortable in your country, then all is good. If you can feed yourself, you have your own house, you have your family, you are good to go. You are a student, okay, you are just still beginning life. Fantastic, thank you for liking, for sharing. I saw you are on your way to become engineer, that's good. But subscribe to my page. Here I create awareness. I wake people up from slumber. My name is RODDY. I wake people up from slumber. There are also black people in India. Did you know that the original owners of India are black people? Black people discovered India, but nobody will tell you your history. If you go to Bangladesh, Pakistan, in fact, the whole of even Japan, black people, that's why you see dark-skinned Indians, you see dark-skinned Pakistanis, Bangladesh, they are all Africans. After many years, their looks changed. Some are even darker than me. You don't know? Many of the Indians are black people. Don't you? Even Filipino, Philippines. These Philippines, they are all, don't you see their nose? Don't you see their face? Many Asians are black people. They have Bantu face. So nobody should come at, man, it's going to be an interesting evening tonight. So, but in India, there is racism going on in India. There is no internet issue on my side. Why? Are you not hearing me? Samaj, are you not hearing me? Are you not? Guys, aren't you guys hearing me? Somebody on YouTube said he's not hearing me very well. Voice is cracking. Maybe because of, let me put it away from a little bit. I placed it directly on the fan. Okay, loud and clear, good. Because somebody said he's not hearing me on YouTube. So guys, this evening is gonna be a good one. Fantastic, thank you for liking. Those that are watching me on YouTube, be kind to your brother. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it. Bring in friends. That's what you've got to do for a brother. You want to know what? I discuss politics, religion, daily life. I discuss everything. Racism. I discuss everything. There is, like in India, for instance, where you come from, I heard Indians are racist too. They prefer light-skinned people than dark-skinned people. If you are light-skinned in India, they give you more opportunities. I've read it many times. Even some Europeans that traveled to India told me. And just the fan is on. Do I switch off the fan? Let me switch. How can I be using? Is the fan? The fan is making noise. Let me bring another fan. Now, I'm not using generator. This fan, I have it for many years. So I don't have money to buy another fan, so I decided to use the old one. That's it. That's the fan that is making noise. But I have another one too. But that one rotates, So that's the fan that makes noise. I use it to cool the Wi-Fi box. I put it on to cool the Wi-Fi box. So in India, Indian people are racist too. They were brainwashed. Folks, they were brainwashed. In India, they prefer light-skinned women and light-skinned men. And that was caused by these white people sold, lies to the world. And just because I don't want to sweat when talking. Listen to me. Listen to what somebody, an Indian guy, wrote on YouTube. He said people do prefer light skin for marriage, but when it comes to job opportunities, there is no racism. Listen, they prefer light skin for marriage. Why? Why? Samaj, why prefer? That means you believe that dark skin is ugly, white skin is preferable. That is racism. Why prefer, even if the light skin is stupid, unintelligent, you prefer it for marriage because to you, white people, light skin is acceptable. This is human being for you. You discriminate against people based on skin color. Based on skin color. You prefer light skin for marriage. You see human beings. This is what we discuss here. Now you said white skin, fair skin preferred for marriage. Why should you prefer, or in India, why do they prefer fair skin for marriage? So if that fair skin is unintelligent, it's not smart, just because it's light, you prefer that person to a smarter, dark-skinned woman. You got it? Vapo, I see everyone on YouTube. So you prefer that. You see, this is why I'm here. This is what I represent. I go against any kind of social injustice. Now, vaporwave. Somebody, an Indian man said they prefer light skin for marriage in India. But when it comes to job, they don't discriminate. You prefer. And you see, this is the problem we have. Well, guys, welcome to my broadcast. We are just getting started for tonight. As you join, bring in more, share this broadcast. Share this broadcast and bring in more people. Let's do our thing the way we usually do it. You know it. Fantastic. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. So let's do things the way we usually do it. Bring in more people. Vaporwave appreciates you. Vaporwave, what you've got to do for me is like and share the broadcast. Follow this page if you are new here. The same thing happens in Africa. You see what Samaj wrote on YouTube. Guys, listen. He said people who speak English in India are considered intelligent, but people who speak local language are considered unintelligent. Did you hear it now? The same thing. People, that is, if you are able to speak English language, you see that colonial mentality. If you are able to speak another people's language, you are considered, Europeans dealt with Africans and the rest of the world. If you are able to speak English language, another man's language, another people's native language, you are considered intelligent. But if you speak your own language, you are considered unintelligent. Guys, are you listening? Are you listening? You see that colonial mentality, that brainwashing. So, you see that colonial mentality. This night is going to be tough on this page, yo, because I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it the way it is. I'm going to say it the way it is now, tonight. Now, here we go. How many are we now? Why am I getting more viewers on YouTube than I have? About 700 people, about 700 subscribers, 600 and something, almost 700 on YouTube, but I have more viewers on YouTube than on TikTok. What's going on? Vaporwave said the father never spoke one word of English and he saved many lives as a firefighter. Tonight is going to be interesting night here. Tonight is going to be an interesting night. So here we go. We are going to touch racism. We are going to touch politics, and we are going to touch religion this evening. And listen, if you are seeing me for the first time, I'm here to speak the truth. I'm not here to please anybody, just to speak the truth. And you must kiss the truth tonight. You got it. You've got to kiss the truth tonight. So here we go. You see this? Kekanza, good to see you. Thanks for the roses. Now, listen to me. I know we are human beings first. There are Christians here, there are Muslims here, there are traditionalists here, there are non-believers, people who don't believe in anything. There are people who believe in themselves. So tonight, listen to me. I titled this broadcast, Where No Man is Oppressed. Where no man is oppressed. I will begin this evening broadcast by telling my own story as an African man that came to Europe. My experience and what I saw 30 years after. Now you that is watching me, you will tell me if you are in my shoes, how you would feel. You got it now. So, here we go. When we came to Europe here as Africans, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, as long as you are dark-skinned, we were not welcomed. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm talking now. When we came here, we were young. Many Africans came here. We came to Europe. We as dark-skinned Africans were not welcomed. In fact, we still living in Europe here today was through struggles, our personal efforts. We forced ourselves into the system. Life was made difficult for Africans here. Listen attentively. But then, we as Africans lived as brothers. We came from different countries. And we did not see religion as a hindrance to living together. So we lived together wherever we found ourselves as brothers and sisters because we faced the same racism. Listen very well. Listen to me. We were seen as the same people. This is why I get upset when I see Africans fight each other, especially in Africa. We were seen as the same people. They referred to us as Afrikaner, African people, Afrikanische Leute. It does not matter where you come from. Whether you are from Cameroon, from Nigeria, from Liberia, from Ghana, from Kenya, wherever you come from, you are known as an African. They don't even consider your religion. All these things you carry on your head as, you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, they don't want to know. Are you listening to me now? They don't want to know. So, life was made very difficult for us. It wasn't easy. Many people ran away. Many people left the town. Many people relocated. Some went back to Africa. Some went back to Africa. Some relocated to other countries because life was unbearable. Things were difficult. We were not, as black people, we were not welcomed in Europe. Are you listening to me? Who said, am I a monk? I'm not a monk, but I am not a religious person. Listen. Listen attentively to me now. So we struggled and forced ourselves into the system. We forced ourselves to live here. Listen, many years went by. Many years went by. Immigrants began to troop into Europe from Middle East. Listen, I have no problem with any race, but I'm telling you the injustice done to the black people. Like the Syrian refugee, many people from Middle East began to come who are light-skinned, who look similar to Europeans. It does not, even when they are not, even when they are, most of them Muslims, they don't care whether you are Muslim, hence you are light-skinned, you are welcomed. Listen, but if you are an African, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, life was made difficult for African people, dark-skinned people. Before I go further, I've heard, people have told me, if you go to North African countries, like Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, and the rest, they discriminate against even black people that are Muslims. They send them back to the desert. They treat them as less human beings. Listen, but even when they are Muslims, these North African countries treat dark-skinned Africans, no matter your religion, like they treat you very bad. Now, if you are seeing me for the first time, subscribe to my YouTube account. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers tonight. I'm going to touch slavery. I'm going to touch everything tonight. Now listen. You are Algerian. You're Algerian. Okay. I'm going in some North Africans, some Arabs, not the whole North Africa. The whole North Africa, they are not Arabs. Some North African inhabitants, people that are living in North Africa, don't accept that they are Africans. Some North African, they don't accept that they are Africans. They want to associate themselves with Europeans. Do you understand me? Now, but let me keep going. Let me keep going. So, when we came here, I'm telling you, man, this is a lot of people are watching me. I cannot come on social media to tell lies. Many people are watching me, and I don't give false information. I'm telling you, first class is what I experienced as a young man that came to Europe here. And I'm a content creator. People come in boss and tell me, they send me videos. People tell me also experiences they have had at various airports around the world, even in North Africa. How black people were singled out in North African countries at their airports and humiliated, and Europeans were respected. Europeans were respected. Come, no disrespect. Don't write these things on my page again. Did you? Did you hear me? Don't, I will block you if you write such thing on my page again. We are not here for jokes. This is not a page where you come and write rubbish. So don't repeat that comment again. What's your name? You say no disrespect. Don't write such a thing anymore on this page. If he does it again, I will block him. So I don't need to know this. If you are not here to listen to me, you remove yourself. If you are gay, you go somewhere else and look for whatever you want. Now, guys, listen. So when we came here as Africans, we were not welcomed. Then, fast forward many years later, people from Middle East began to troop into Europe. They opened their doors for them. They opened their borders for these people. I was here. I was among the people that went to bring these people to town. I was shocked how these guys were welcomed. They were not even controlled. Even the guys, so many taxi drivers, Africans that experienced racism, hardship, were shedding tears. They were saying, see how they welcomed Eastern guys, but look at how they treated us in the 90s. Look, I saw it. Even when they trooped during the war, when as these refugees were coming to Europe, when they came in millions. What happened? They opened their borders. The whole Europe opened their borders. Even Angela Merkel of Germany said she would take, that time she was the vice chancellor of Germany. She said she would take 1 million refugees. If they were black people, would she take 1 million black people? Allow 1 million black people to come live in Germany? Would she allow 1 million black people to come live in Germany? This is practically impossible. Even these refugees were making choices. They were saying the countries they want to live in, and they were transporting them those places. They were asking them, which country do you want to live in Europe? I saw some that said they want to go to Sweden. Some said Denmark. They were adding them to go to these countries. Man, I saw something with my eyes. I saw something. Man, I went to carry them at Nickersdorf. I was a taxi driver then. The borders were open. Even they were not, in the first instance, they were not even controlled. Nothing like knowing their identity. They were allowed into town. Something. God, what are you talking? They were allowed into town. Later, they were documented. The first instance, they were not documented. They were allowed. I've never seen some. What? They showed them love. Now, listen attentively. Listen. Immediately, they were given accommodation. They were given accommodation. All of them were given. Thank you so much. Honeybee, I see you. They were given automatic work permits. All of them. Most of them were given work permits. All this, but there are black people that are still here today. 30 years after, no documents, no work permits. 25 years after, no documents, no work permits. Many, no documents, they are being deported, not integrated in the society. But the people that are light-skinned are integrated into the society. So the people, thank you. K. Kanza, I appreciate you. People that look white are integrated. Now let me tell you stories. Today, these guys that we brought here, these refugees, are living freely all over Europe. I don't see police. The police don't control them. Police don't control these people. They are living as if they own Europe. But during our own time, They chased us up and down. They did not give us peace. Now me they talk. They did not give us as Africans peace. You need to know where I'm coming from. I don't that time you cannot even there a lot of people as you see, a lot of people are traumatized. Many Africans are traumatized because of the racism they experienced till today. Are you getting me now? If you go on the streets, as you walk on the streets, the police will come after you, control you, embarrass you on the street, ask you for documents. Now, what happens today? So many refugees from Middle East, from other continents that is not Europe, they welcomed them. They welcomed them. Today, you see these guys that we brought. They are working, they drive cars, they give them houses, they get everything. They get everything. But black people are not wanted in Europe. Black people were given hard time in Europe. I'm telling you, I'm an old school in Europe. I'm telling you what I witnessed. Somebody is saying, talk about, I'm telling you what I know. You are saying, talk about what you know. Do you know how long I've been living in Europe? You said, talk, I'm telling you what I experienced. You say, talk about what you know. Do you know what I've experienced, what I've lived? You said, talk about what, are you normal in your head? I should talk about what I know. I'm telling you what I know. He said I should talk it. Do you know when I came to Europe here? So I'm on YouTube live, so you can join on YouTube. So don't come. I'm telling you what now. Listen to me. So now, many years passed, and come see Europe. Where are the black people that have been here before these refugees, these people from Middle East came? You don't see the presence of black people in Europe. You don't see the presence of black people in Europe anymore. Yes, this is what they don't want. They don't want black population. They don't want black population. Sometimes I ask myself, what have we done? Why are we hated? What have we done that they hate us so much? Some people may say, go and build your country. But these people from Middle East, they were not told to go and build their countries. They were welcomed and given jobs, given accommodation. And they're having children every day because the government is supporting them. The women, they have not, the government is supporting them. But they made it difficult for us. Yes, they made life difficult for us. So, let me keep talking. At the end of the day, you discover that even people that came, I saw people that came 4 years ago, 5 years ago that were given documents, are working in hospitals, in supermarkets, in companies, and many other establishments, even feeling big. But you as an African, go look for employment. They don't give you any employment. They don't give you a job. You understand what? They don't give you a job. They prefer the light skin. And what's happening in Europe today? What is happening in Europe today? Well, let me leave it there. They felt that Africans are a threat. Even we Africans are good people. We are not problem makers. We are not problem makers. Why? Sometimes I wonder why they hate us so much. Yes, when you look at men, I'm not an American, I'm an African man. Don't say I'm not an American, I'm an African man. I look like this, but I'm African man, real African man by blood. Now, so let's go further. This message, I titled it, Where No Man is Oppressed. We black people have been oppressed greatly around the world. Okay. Now, but we Africans are oppressing ourselves. I just cited this example. I just intentionally told you what we are going through in abroad. The racism, the discrimination, the hardship we are going through in abroad. Where no man is oppressed. Do you, as an African, I told you in the afternoon why we have been unable to make progress. Why have we, as Africans, man, if you're seeing me for the first time, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers this evening. Why are we, as Africans, unable to make progress? I said it before. I said it was because of hatred. Now, let me go. And this now, listen to me. I don't want you to see it as a biased content. Do you understand me? I'm not being biased, but I'm going to speak the truth now. Listen to me now very well. Where no man is oppressed. Listen. Where no man is oppressed. Let's look at Nigeria. Let's take Nigeria as a case study. Nigeria as a country. Let's take Nigeria as a case study. Listen. Nigeria is here. I know many of my followers are Muslims from different countries in Africa. But listen to me, and I'm going to speak the truth. And tell me if this is fair now. Are you following? Now, let's look at Nigeria. Nigeria has many tribes and many languages and many religions. But the two major religions in Nigeria are Christianity and Islam. Listen. Now in Nigeria, you have the southern part of Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria, and the middle belt part of Nigeria. Listen attentively. As you listen, you share. We are discussing politics now. Now in Nigeria, like 13 states in Nigeria, now they declared their states Sharia states, and they are practicing Sharia laws in 13 states or more in northern Nigeria. Listen to me very well. And this Sharia law they practice in northern Nigeria supersedes the country's, the Nigerian law. That is, if you live in these northern states, you are to abide by Sharia law, not Nigerian constitution. And they have Sharia police. We are talking about a country, the same country. Listen to me attentively. Listen to me attentively. Guys, after you can tell me what you feel about it. I'm making now. In a country, I'm talking about where no man is oppressed. Africans do not know what it means to be a citizen of a country. You are supposed to be 1000% free in your country without any kind of hindrance. Not language hindrance, not religious hindrance, nothing. You are supposed to live in freedom and in liberty in your country. Listen, you are supposed to live in freedom and in liberty without any kind of restriction in your country. Now, the northern part of Nigeria now are practicing Sharia law. If you, as a non-northerner, if you're from the south or middle belt or wherever, go to northern Nigeria, you are to live according to Sharia law, not Nigerian constitution, not Nigerian law. You are to live according to Islamic law. Now, in many of these northern states, you are not allowed to sell beer, alcohol beverages. You cannot, imagine if you read agriculture in school, you cannot rear pigs because you are living in northern Nigeria where they are practicing what is it called? Sharia laws in the same country. What happened? What happens there? You are not free in your country to live your life in full in your country because you are restricted by religious laws. Are you getting it now? You are restricted by religious laws, and it ought not to be so in your own country. It's just like me as an Austrian citizen. You tell me if I go to Graz or to Linz or to Salzburg, I cannot buy alcohol. I cannot run restaurants. Then it's no longer democracy. Then I'm not, that is a different country altogether. Then I'm no longer free in my own country. Africans, wake up. Africans, wake up. You understand me? So if you go to northern Nigeria, you live according to Islamic laws and not according to Nigerian constitution. In your country, you are restricted. Let me go further. Are you getting it? And now you are restricted. You got it now. Now, in the same northern Nigeria, well, listen, in the same northern Nigeria, where they prohibit the sale of alcohol beverages, when other regions in Nigeria, like southern region, who have breweries or they are running restaurants, when they sell alcohol drinks and pay their tax, they use this tax, this money they got from alcohol beverages, the tax, they use it to support northern states. The tax will be shared among all the whole states in Nigeria. They will not reject the money from alcohol sale. Listen, they will not reject, they will not say this money, this tax is from beer or hot drink or pig. They will use the money, but they don't allow the sale of alcohol in their states. But you that is in the southern region, if you sell alcohol and pay tax, they use that money. How do you run a country like that? I don't want anywhere. I don't want to live in a country where I will be restricted, where I cannot exercise my freedom and cannot live fully as a human being. I don't want to live in a country where certain laws, apart from the national constitution, will restrict me as a human being. Do you understand what I'm talking? I don't want it. That is living under oppression. Well, I'm not reading comments, so I cannot mute everybody. I'm not reading everybody's comments. That's why sometimes I don't respond to comments, If I respond to comments, I will be distracted. So what I'm saying is this: as Africans, we need to live in freedom and in liberty in our countries. We don't need these religious laws. This religion that you are practicing is man-made, created by men for political reasons, to control you, to dominate you, like I just stated earlier. Even when you look at our own traditional laws, let me put it that way, or we have some call it customary laws. There are so many laws in our own tradition that is no longer relevant. There are laws in our land, that is our traditional laws, that are no longer, that should be abolished totally. Do you understand me? For instance, now, if you go to many societies in Africa, like if you go to the Igbo region, when somebody dies in Igbo land, it requires so much money to bury that person, especially if the person that died is a man. You see some people sell plot of land, some sell properties to bury the dead. The amount of money they use, listen to me attentively, the amount of money they use in burying the dead in Igbo land is so high that even the living, after burying their dead ones, they will go hungry. Do you understand me? Why spend so much money in burying the dead? And in, let's say, in Igbo land, if you do not fulfill these traditions, if you don't fulfill the tradition, they will not allow you to bury a brother, a father, an uncle. You must bring, if it is goat, cow, tubers of yam, rice, cook, buy clothes, you must do everything they demand before you can bury your dead. Even if you are a poor man, they don't consider your pockets. They don't want to know about your financial status in Igbo land. As I'm making this video, some people's, I see, some people, their family, their dead ones are still in the morgue, in mortuary, up to this minute, because they do not have money to bury their loved ones. Let me, this window is reflecting. You get it? Some people now, some people, their father's corpse are still in the mortuary because they don't have money to pay their father, because it is so expensive. And this is why there are some laws or traditions that people should be allowed to bury their dead peacefully. Some people, their dead ones are still in the morgue for 2-3 years. Do you understand me? Some people, their dead ones are still in the morgue for 2-3 years because they do not have money to bury their dead ones. So to me, this kind of tradition should be abolished. Allow people to just bury their. This is one thing. If somebody, the dead, they say the dead is conscious of nothing. If somebody dies, just bury the person, however you can. You understand me? If somebody dies, yes, especially all these kindred men, kindred women, you see them start making demands, what they want. All these kindred in Africa, I'm talking about African settings. You see, they will tell you what they need before you bury your father, or bury your uncle, or bury your brother. We don't need it. We don't need things like this in our societies. Not at all. So some people are making requests. Who is the person that made the request? Well, before I go further, listen to me very well. All what I'm doing here is to unite Africa and to tell you all we need is love. I saw, like before, when we were living, the time we came here, we experienced racism, but we did not experience violence. Today, in many countries in Europe here, you hear about knife stabbing. Knife stabbing. When we as Africans came here, there wasn't anything like knife stabbing. I, as a taxi driver, I told you guys I drove taxi mainly in the night, because if you drive taxi, you make more money in the night. If you drive taxi in the night, you can make 350 euro a night. 300 euro. Mean distance, small. €250 the day you don't want to work. There was a day I made €450 a night, few hours. I made, yes. But then, the most important thing then was the peace and safety when I was driving taxi. There was nothing like, all the whole time I drove taxi in the night, there wasn't anything like violence or knife attack. But today, and then, you see, when those days that I drove that taxi, sometimes you carry a girl. I carried, like you may have a girl passenger, a lady passenger, 18 years, 17 years, 20 years, that came to Vienna. You see, some of them, I would drive them to the villages, like 70, 80 kilometers. Only me and the passenger inside the car. Only us on the road. I'm talking about 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. I will move her to her destination, come back, come to the city again, continue with my job. Nothing like stealing, nothing like fight. You don't hear about knife stabbing. Now, fast forward, listen to me. I'm telling you what I experienced in Europe here. Then you can spread mats on the street and sleep. Nothing happens. You can sleep as a woman on the street. Nothing will happen to you. Austria. If you drop your purse on the road, you come back, you pick it. See, when I came to this country, listen, when I came to this country, if you forget your purse with your identity, with your money inside the train, street train, subway, we call it U-Bahn, that you will see people inside the train will submit to the driver. It will not get lost. I'm telling you, the Austria that I know in the 90s, if you lose a thing, there is a phone line you will call, and they will tell you that even your documents or your property, your personal belonging is with them. They tell you, they will ask you, how much do you have in your purse? What is inside your purse? If you go there, you just say what the things that are inside the purse. They will give it to you. Today, you cannot, sugar goats appreciate you. Today, even they will pickpocket you. Today, if you enter the train, you'll be careful so that as not to lose your thing. And the city is it's no longer like before. I went, if you go to UK, what are you hearing? Stabbing up and down. In Germany, one guy was killed. This is how they are stabbing people up and down. Europe is no longer like before. Europe is no longer like before. Now let me tell you what you don't know. I told you that I carried passengers, women back then. You don't hear anything like rape. Sometimes you see the female passengers, some went to birthday parties, some went to whatever party they went to. You take them, they are drunk. But because as a taxi driver, you must be trustworthy. You dare not take advantage of a drunk passenger. You don't take advantage of a drunk passenger because that lady is drunk. You don't do it. If you do it and they catch you, go to prison. Now, we are disciplined. Before I stopped driving taxi, guess what? This happened over 20 times. That made me to feel, man, these things are no longer the way it used to be. Listen, before I stopped driving taxi, I observed something. Most of these young girls stopped going outside. Most of these young girls don't go to clubs anymore. They started partying at home because they are scared. Now, before I stopped driving taxi, the few ladies that I drove, listen, when I get to their destination, when I drive them to their destination, what happens? They will tell me to wait for them until they get into their house. Something that they don't do before. When I drop, so many of these girls, when I drop this bitte vate here, this is reingehe, they tell you, please wait here till they go inside. I said, no kind problem. I wait for them until they put their key inside the lock, open the door, go inside their building before I drive out because they are scared. When you ask them, they tell you they are being embarrassed by these immigrants. I'm telling you, they tell you they are being embarrassed. They are being embarrassed by these immigrants. They are scared. It's happened more than 20 times. It's happened more than 20 times. That you young girls will tell me, you need to wait. I should wait for them to get inside their house before I drive out because they are scared or being attacked or raped. Something that don't normally happen before. I'm telling you what I experienced. Our children are living here. Do you want your children to live live with fear? Are you getting it now? Do you want your children to live with? Why should human beings be carrying knife up and down? Why are you carrying knife up and down? The other day, like 1 month ago, somebody was knifed in Germany. A black man lost his life. Tell me, until the European governments should prohibit carrying knife. If they see you with knife, and that is the way forward. If they see anybody with knife, you go to jail. That's the best way. And I'm going to make anybody they see with a knife, because we want a safe society, because we have children here. Anybody they see with a knife, we go to jail. Who are you fighting? So you carry knife, your intention is to go stab. You want to go stab somebody. What are you carrying knife up and down for? The one in Germany was stabbed by a Turkish man. The one in Germany was stabbed and he wanted to run. Kindly enough, there were black people there. They blocked him. They were fighting over parking space. The guy had knife inside. He had knife already. Why are they carrying knife up and down? Now, why are they, this is the thing, why are they carrying knife up and down, stabbing people up and down? Before you know it, the Europe we are enjoying now will not be safe anymore. Why are they carrying knife up and down? What for? What are they carrying knife up and down? Who do you want to kill? Who do you want to stab? You may not understand it until your child or somebody that is related to you becomes a victim. It is very hard, very hard. Apart from racism, you see an European man fight you. A typical European man doesn't carry knife up and down. They don't have such mentality. See, I say it the way it is. I say things the way it is. If I have a gun inside this my home, what am I? Why did I purchase the gun? Who do I want to shoot? Who do I want to kill? Why am I carrying gun? Who am I fighting? Why should I keep gun inside this home? To shoot who? If you're going out in the morning, are you going out in the morning to go fight and make problem? Why carry knife, carry weapon around? When we came here, we went to clubs, we partied, we enjoyed. Things like this did not occur. But when you go to social media now, even somebody, there are so many guys that are living in UK, they say every day in UK is knifing. They are stabbing people on daily basis in UK. In France, even in Germany, they are carrying knife up and down. What for? Why not live in peace with your brothers and your sisters, with your fellow human beings? What are you carrying knife up and down? Who do you want to stab? Europe is not like any other place. You will go to prison for life. You will be caught. And you spend the rest of your life in prison because you are known. You cannot escape. One thing you should have in mind is if you hurt anybody, you must be caught and your life is real. I saw it that they killed they killed 3 girls in UK. I know some people that are living in Vienna that relocated to UK. They say every day you hear about stabbing in UK. Every day in UK is stabbing. What is happening in Europe now is carrying knife up. I'm going to make a video about it. I'm going to make a video. You know how we do. I'm going to make a special video that I'm going to post on social media. I'll make a video. We want to live in peace. Even violence doesn't pay. There is something I learned here in Europe when I came here. As an African man, I learned something, to be honest. And perhaps what I'm about to say now may help you. To be honest, when I came here, in Africa, it's shouting and fighting. When I came here, I learned the act of dialogue. Dialogue. Even, in Africa, we are used to shouting, being aggressive, ready to fight. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because of how we were brought up or whatever, we were taught to be tough, like be ready to fight, that kind of a thing. When I came here, guys, as you watch me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's not a hard thing to do. When I came here, there is something that I learned. Somebody saying, John said they tried it in Germany and Czech Republic. You see what I'm talking now? Why it's going to be a problem later if the government of Europe does not make law. Anybody, if they control you with knife, I'm going to make a video and that video is going to go viral. I know how I'm going to post that video. It's going to go viral. Anybody caught with a knife should be thrown into the prison. Anybody they catch with a knife, let them throw that person inside prison. That way, that stabbing will stop. Anybody they catch with a knife should be thrown into prison. No, that is zero tolerance for weapon carriers, knife carriers. Zero tolerance. So now, when I came to Europe, I learned one thing, which is when you have misunderstanding or an issue, any kind of, with a typical European like Austrian man, he will say, yeah, Tuma Besprechung, let's talk. They always call you for a dialogue. You sit down. Everybody will quiet down. I learned it. They will quietly talk to you. Anybody that is living in Vienna, in Austria or Germany, or maybe typical like this setting, you will hear about Besprechung. You sit and you discuss issues. Why are you, what do you want? What happened? Even the police, if anything happens to the police, you will get a letter from the police. You go to the police station, they call it Aussage. You go and talk. Now, even sometimes As a young boy back then, there are some people that look me at, the way they will look at me, I may think they are racist. Like, I'll frown my face, like, why are you looking at me? It seems you don't like me. As a young boy, say, I'll frown my face. Sometimes I ask them, why are you looking at me? They begin to laugh. Come close. And as they come close, they will begin to talk to you. Nine. Sani, so it's not so. It's not like that. Don't be aggressive. They will quiet you down. I learned it. They will quiet. There are some family members, there are some friends that I know that are white people. Each time we misunderstood ourselves, you know how we settled our problems? We dialogued. That's how I learned the act of dialogue. Even my children, most times we sit down and speak. My wife, most times we misunderstand ourselves. How do we settle it? We sit down and we talk it over. I learned the act of dialogue. It's not all about stabbing somebody. It's not all about aggression. It's not about when you disagree with somebody, it has to be, you need to kill the person, you need to harm the person, you need to hurt the person. That means all your life, because you are good. Okay, now take me for example now. I am on social media. Every day, you see people come and make nasty comments. How many people am I going to keep fighting with? At times, the best solution is to ignore them. Majestically manner, you understand what I'm... White people always dialogue with you. You need to dialogue with you. You got it? But, you know, it took me many years to assimilate this way of life. You got it? That act of dialogue, you sit down and talk things over. It's not fights. In Africa, they will begin to punch you. Before you know it, they will start punching you because of lawlessness. They live in the country where the law doesn't work. They can beat their wives. They can beat... Sometimes you see some women post on social media how the husband beats her. The eye will be swollen. Some the nose will be bleeding. Some their jaws will be shifted. You understand me? So, because they believe nothing happens. They believe that the system does not work. The system doesn't work in Africa. The law is not effective. And you, as a civilized man or woman, you need to know why a woman or a man is taking certain action. We've run a lot of programs here why you should desist from violence. Violence can only put you into prison. What you get for being violent, violence is prison at the end of the day. Finish. As if you are living in Europe and you say you don't want to hear, you end up in prison and your life will be ruined. See, sometimes when I bought shelters, sometimes there are people I don't know. You saw in the afternoon, while I was broadcasting, somebody came on my YouTube and said, people should stop watching me. I don't know this guy. I've not met him before. He said, everybody should go. That wasn't the first time. Sometimes on YouTube, you see, while broadcasting, you see some people say, people should stop watching me. Black people. I don't know these people. What happens? You learn to ignore. You got it? You've got to learn to ignore. It's not everybody you fight. You don't know if that person is a mad person. Sometimes a lot of people are taking medications. You understand me? And you don't know the kind of medication a lot of people are taking. You got it. So guys, I don't like sitting for a long time, you know. I had operation, on my neck. So I don't want to sit for a long time. I just came out to spend the evening with you. When I sit very, very long, I start having pains, headache. Yes, I know, can and sugar. Many people, you see, how many people are you going to fight? These people, I don't know them. I don't know who they are. I don't know them. These are the same people that are telling you, you need to talk about Africa, you need to unite Africa, you need to go to protest, you need to do this. The same people that are trying to pull you down. And many of them are living in white man's country, searching for greener pastures. You got it now. So that's it. Man, I need to put something on my neck. 1 second. 1 second, guys. So what happens is sometimes you've got to learn how to ignore these people. You know what I mean? You learn how to ignore them. You don't allow them to have their way. You got it now. Man, I need to fix this now fast. So you cannot fight with one every time. So guys, because I'm enjoying the broadcast. I don't want the broadcast to end. I need to quickly put this in so that I will continue with my broadcast. So guys, now, yeah. You know what this thing is doing now? You know what is it? You know what it's doing? You look at, I can adjust it. It is massaging my neck. It is for pains. I don't take medication. It's therapy for my neck. Anywhere I'm feeling pains, I just fix it. And like for 30 minutes or 15 minutes, and then it's called Gens Gerest. It is therapy for the neck, for the bones, or anywhere. You see it now. You see it's reading. It's 30 minutes now. You see it here. The thing is, it can shock self. It can shock self. So guys, well, I got to end the broadcast. Good luck on your. You say I'm a confessing before uncle, and I'm not a small child now. I'm not a small child. I need to fix my things now, and then, guys, that's why I don't like sitting. I sat so much in the morning and I sat again. I need to just relax now And later in the evening, I don't think I'm going to come live again. I need to work on this thing because I operated my neck, you know, the whole of this my place, and then I need to. I don't. I'm not supposed to be broadcasting. I'm supposed to relax, but I always like to go on social media. You know, I always. You see, I need to fix it properly. Always go because I'm sweating. I need to fix it properly. I offed the device. So in Africa, like if you are in Africa, if you go to operation, they will use machete, knife, what is it called? Shovel. They will use it and scatter your body. They will use it and scatter your body. So even the hammer, they will even use hammer to scatter your body. Say they don't operate you. Carry they go. So I have this a lot here. So guys, I want to say good evening, good night to everybody. We are going to see tomorrow. I want to relax now. So, because I'm having pains on my neck, I'm not because I'm talking too much. I'm not supposed to talk too much. I'm just stressing myself. You know how I talk. So tomorrow I want to relax now. Tomorrow we continue. Now, I'm not supposed to, do certain things. I'm not supposed to talk too much. I always this has to be in the fridge every time. I have it many. It has to always be in the fridge. See it? Well, I need to buy more. So guys, follow my page. I'm not going to go live again today. I want to relax. Tomorrow we continue again. I need to concentrate on this. I can use it. I can move around with it actually. So with this, I don't need to take much medication. You know what? It's a therapy. I can run it like 2 times a day, 30 minutes, and I'm good to go. Anyway, I feel the pains, I will just put it there and then put it on, and then after 30 minutes, it's better than going to the hospital. It's better than going to the hospital where at home here, I have it, the insurance bought it for me. I did not pay for it. The insurance bought it for me. So they paid it for me. That's how these are the things we are enjoying here. So guys, tomorrow is another day. Don't forget, I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed, go subscribe now. Man, after running my broadcast in the afternoon, I got 60 subscribers on YouTube. You see, after that broadcast in the afternoon, I got 60 subscribers on YouTube. So guys, thank you for joining me. I appreciate everybody. Now I feel better. I feel relieved. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow is another day. So tomorrow we continue. Good luck. I see you. So guys, see you tomorrow, man. Don't forget to, man, if I want to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. My videos are going on YouTube than on Facebook. I was wasting efforts on Facebook. That Facebook, forget it. Facebook, forget it. The video I made in the afternoon on YouTube, that live program, got 4,000 views. What? 4,000 views. When I run live program on Facebook, sometimes 10 people don't watch it. You see them hold my video down. 10 people don't watch it. But on YouTube, I get thousands of views when I run live broadcast. Why should I labor in vain? So I cannot labor in vain. I made a video, I'm going to post it. It seems Facebook doesn't like black people. I'm going to post it on their platform. Facebook doesn't, they don't like black people. They don't like black people. You'll be labeling, you'll be making content, you'll be creating, and they'll be pulling you down. If you want to grow a page, or if you want to be a content creator, the best platform is TikTok and YouTube. TikTok and YouTube. YouTube grows fast. You see, YouTube, TikTok, man, I'm telling you, Facebook will frustrate you. Painkiller, I tell you. Facebook, they don't like black people. If you don't, unless you are lucky, but I'm telling you my experience, Facebook, they don't like black people. They don't, you will not grow. Maybe some people, you may be lucky, but they are working on black people. This YouTube, I started telling people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I was about 100 subscribers. Now I'm getting to 700 subscribers on YouTube, growing every day. But Facebook, because my videos on YouTube, but Facebook, you go live, 10 people will not watch you. They will keep it down. You post a video, they keep it down. They will not recommend it. They will not recommend it. They will not publish. They will not publish. I don't know what, the people are horrible. The people are horrible. So guys, I want to say good night. I want to relax. I went outside to buy oranges. And then that's it. Oluwasegun, TikTok is good. TikTok is good. You see, did you know? You know why I stopped broadcasting on Facebook? Any small thing, they will flag your video. They flag your content. Any small thing, they will just flag it. They will tell you you violated their whatever community standard. Look always for a reason. People will go to my Facebook to rewatch my video. It will be gone. I mean, Velvet, you said you asked a question. I saw one of your question. Was it on YouTube or on TikTok? I saw I didn't actually get that. I saw that question, but I've not responded to it. But then I'm going to respond to that question. I don't know, was it on YouTube or on TikTok? I'm going to respond to it. Oluwasegun, it is the reality. People don't know. They keep black people content. You see what I discovered on this social media that a lot of people don't know. This social media, as Africans, they want you to be dancing and making comedies. They want you to be dancing and making comedies, and your video will be going viral. They want you to be doing stupid things. On my YouTube shop, okay, I'm gonna check out the comments and I'll respond to you. They want you. Don't you see people that are doing into comedy? Their videos are going. If you are dancing, or maybe you see some women are shaking bonbon, it will get 1 million followers. But if you are talking something reasonable, they will be putting that video. They will be pulling your video down. They'll be pulling your video down. Do they want me to start making comedies? Maybe I start making comedy. Maybe I'll start making comedy. so as to go viral. I've already gone viral. Now, what do I want again? I've already gone viral. So, guys, I want to say good night to everybody. I want to chill now. You know, I switched on my fan. I'm sweating here. So, guys on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Because when I hit 1,000 subscribers, then I can monetize my YouTube channel. And people are watching my videos on YouTube. That's good. So I will monetize it, then I can no longer labor in vain. I make legit money. I cannot labor in vain. So see you guys later tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to, and for somebody that said I made biased, I made biased what content. I don't make biased content. I just always speak the truth. I'm not against anybody. I'm a Chinese man. I am an European man. I am a Japanese man. I am an African. I'm an Igbo man. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm an Hausa man. I'm from Ashanti. I'm a South African. I'm from Zulu. You heard? I'm from the Caribbean. So I'm a human being. I don't hate no tribe. My children are mixed. My children here are half Yorubas. Their mother is Yoruba. I don't even remember. Sometimes when I make videos, my wife don't even watch my videos. So my children, their mother is Yoruba too. So you that is thinking, hey, this man, I'm more Yoruba than you. If you don't know, say, if you like, we clash up arts. I'm more Yoruba than you. You got it. So I want you to know it. Have it in mind that I'm more Yoruba than you, self. If it comes to Igbo self, now maybe the man, the original. So I'm from Zulu too. So guys, I want to say good night here. Let me leave you guys. Tomorrow is another day. So take care, guys. Let me end this one because I want to fix this thing normal and enjoy it so that it can massage the whole of my neck everywhere.